when I'm walking by, I know the truth is, he wanna know.
What's up, YouTube? It's Mícah and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a my unpopular opinions video part 2 because I already did an unpopular opinions video. So if you didn't go see my first one, go check that out now. I'll leave the link in the description. It's crazy how many people agree with me on like mad of the things that I was talking about in my last video. So I don't know if they were that unpopular, but they were, I guess they were popular, unpopular opinions. Yeah, before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss the video. And baby, let's get into this video. Alright, my first unpopular opinion, and I feel like it's unpopular because it's just, this is how I feel. First things first, apple juice is better than orange juice. Sorry, no shade. Actually, all shade, all tea, bitch, all offense. Apple juice is personally my favorite juice, like, ever, hands down. And I feel like it's better than orange juice. Like, orange juice is just not as refreshing. I don't know how to describe it, just apple juice is better. That's it, that's it. Next, pineapple goes on pizza. I already talked about this in my reacting to my subscribers' unpopular opinions, and pineapple goes on pizza. Like, I know a lot of people be like, oh, like warm fruit on food. Like, it sounds like, but try it. It's just good. It's like a Hawaiian type of. Next, this one might be like very controversial, but I'm gonna say that I personally like gender roles. Now, before I even like get into this, I know people are gonna be like, what do you mean, like women and men shouldn't have like certain roles, everybody should be equal, da da da. Yes, we should be equal, but personally, like, I like when a man is the one that opens the door for me. I like when the man is the one that like walks on the side of the curb that where the cars come, you know. I like stuff like that, like when the man is supposed to be like the one that, you know, protects you and stuff. Like, not saying that the woman can't do that, but I just feel like I like to feel protected by a man, you know? And it doesn't just have to be like my boyfriend. It could be a friend, it could be my father, it can be my uncle, my brother, whoever. Like, I just like certain gender roles. Like, I like the fact that the boy is supposed to come pick up the girl on the date, meet her parents and stuff, and get her parents' approval before marriage and stuff like that. Like, I like that. Like, I like just like old school stuff. Like, nobody does that anymore. I like when the man is like doing the things that like he should do, like the stereotype stuff. Like, I like certain stereotypes. Certain, not all. Like, I don't like, oh, the man should pay for the whole bill. Something like that is like, all right, my boyfriend's not gonna pay for the whole bill the whole time. Like, next one is, I feel like eating cookie dough raw is worth the risk, because yes, like, it's very unhealthy, it has raw eggs, but cookie dough is mad good. Like, I like cookie dough. Cookie dough ice cream is actually my favorite type of ice cream. Next one is milk tastes good by itself. Mad people like don't like to drink like a cup of milk. Oh, milk is nasty, how can you drink it by itself? Baby, milk is very good, okay? Maybe that's why I'm so tall, so strong, I don't know, because I'm very muscular, because from dance. It's very good. I don't understand how milk is nasty. It's just milk. I can see why people say they don't like milk because, you know, like, it comes from a cow, but like, just the taste of it is not nasty. Like, it's not. It's good. It's mad refreshing. It's just like, you know, you eating some cookies, drink some milk, period. Next one, we don't have to take a seat, all right? Sit down, siéntate, because we don't have to talk about this one. Personally, I feel like abortions are okay. There should never be a question about, is abortions like acceptable in society? Like, this really bothers me when people have problems with abortions and abortions aren't okay, let's get rid of abortion. Who are you? And 9 times out of 10 it be men, white men at that be discussing this. Like, first of all, this has nothing to do with you, so that's one. Two, how are you gonna tell a woman what she should do with her body? I spoke about this in like a Q&A, my April Q&A. There's nothing wrong with an abortion. Yeah, you're ruining the baby's life, you're killing the baby's life, but if you have the kid, it's gonna ruin your life. For some people, because they're not ready for a kid. They're too young for a kid. They're a whole bunch of scenarios. They're not prepared for the kid. They're just not ready. They don't have the money. They don't have the mentality to even be a parent. Some people are just not ready to be parents, and that's okay. That's why we have abortions. Like, actually, if you didn't know, black slaves were the ones that created abortions because they would be raped by white slave owners and they wouldn't want to have their kids. And I know, and that's also how they created birth control too, because they would be raped a lot by their slave owners and stuff. I learned that in school. I'm smart. Nah, let me stop. But yeah, abortions are dead. They're dead valid. If a woman does not want to have her kid and she happens to get pregnant, that's her choice. That's her choice. Not yours, not his, not anybody else's choice. Also, to go off of that, at the end of the day, if me and my husband is like having a conversation or whatever about me getting an abortion because I'm pregnant and he wants me to have one, I don't, then I'm not gonna have one. Or if I wanna have one, he doesn't want me to, I'm gonna get one, because at the end of the day, it's what I want. Like, yeah, I'll hear your side. I'll consider it, maybe. I'm gonna do what I want with my body. Another thing, this is like fashion related, kinda. Warm and cool colors do not mix. And a lot of people don't even know what I'm talking about. Being able to dress is more than just matching like an orange shirt with orange shoes. Like, it's way more than that. Like, in the fall, this is especially for the fall, because the fall has a lot of warm colors, and people mix warm colors with cool colors all the time. It's like, you can't wear like a brown shirt with gray pants. That doesn't go. Warm and cool colors don't, like, the tone of the fabric and the color just doesn't go. Even with hair. That's why I didn't like my last wig that I had on, because it was like brown roots with like, it was like silver. This is a very unpopular opinion, because a lot of people do not even like look that deep into colors and stuff. Like, when they wear jeans or whatever, they don't look at the tone of the jeans. They be like, okay, it's denim jeans with this shirt. Whereas me, when I'm dressing, I need to know like the shade of the denim. Is it light denim? Is it dark denim? Is it, what kind of wash is it? Like, I need to know all of that, because fashion, like, yo, fashion is much more than just piecing stuff together. It goes more into tones and warm and cool colors. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff that y'all probably don't even like realize. Not y'all, but like a lot of people that aren't into fashion, or they think they're into fashion, they just don't know. It's just a lot more than what you guys think. Next thing I'm gonna say is that high school does not prepare you for college. Like, the first semester of college prepares you for college. Yo, high school really doesn't do anything for you. Okay, let me not even say that. High school doesn't do anything for you concerning like college. All they do is help you with your college applications, if that. Because certain schools, they don't even have counselors and stuff. My school, I was very privileged, and I went to a school that was very like, you know, they really helped me. Especially, I was very close with the college advisor. Like, baby, her number was on speed dial my whole senior year. I was like fortunate enough to have that, but a lot of schools, they don't care about what you do after high school. Okay, when I say this, high school teachers be like clicking through the board mad fast. They be like doop 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 doop, and then when you be like, wait, like I didn't get that, they be like, well, your college professor is not gonna go back to a slide if you missed it. First of all of my professors is mad nice. They all went back when I asked. Not saying that every professor is like that, but like, they make it seem as if college is just like this, I don't care, the professor's mean, the professor doesn't care about you. Professors have office hours. They can answer your questions if you're confused. Like, teachers make it seem like, high school teachers make it seem as if college is just like, nobody cares about you. Like, we have counselors, we have advisors, we have people that care about us in college, okay? Stop lying to people, stop lying to these kids saying that college is one thing and it's not. Next thing that I'm gonna say is that having children at such a young age should not be normalized, and it's so normalized now. 15-16-year-olds having kids like it's normal, and I'm not saying like it's bad. Didn't say it's bad, so don't mix my words. Where you're still a baby at 16 years old, you don't know anything. You're not wise enough to raise another kid. You're not even done being raised yourself. Like, personally, I'm all about like you putting yourself first. I like to say this a lot to people, like, put yourself first. You come before anybody. Like, I'm telling you, put yourself first. Even as a teenager, you should put yourself first before you try to have a kid. Because now you're having a kid, there's no more putting yourself first. Now it's, how am I gonna feed this kid? What clothes are they gonna wear? Bottles, milk. Like, there's no more putting yourself first, and you've only lived 16 years, 15 years. You haven't even experienced life. And like I said, I'm all about putting yourself first, because I want to travel, I want to get married, I just want to experience life. I want to be wise. I don't mean like just smart, but wise before I have a kid. I want to make sure I'm established, and I know like my mentality is very mature when I have a kid, because I don't want to raise my kid knowing that I have like childhood traumas still within my personality and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I want to try to heal myself and heal a lot of my like problems and flaws before I put those onto my kids, because a lot of parents do that. A lot of parents raise kids and put their traumas on their own kids, and now their kids, it's a cycle. You should not be having kids at 15 and 16 year old, and that's why I feel like abortion should be okay, because you should be able to choose if you want to have that kid or not. People be rushing so much. Oh my gosh, I want to have a kid, I want to have a daughter, da 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 da. You can wait. You're not even a quarter of your life done yet. Like, you're not even 25 yet, and you're fiending to have kids at 15, 16. Like, let it happen. That's just something that I'm so passionate about, because I just see so many teenagers like not throw their life away, but they don't get to experience their teenage years. You know, you're only a teenager but for so long. You're always gonna be an adult. You don't have your whole life to be a kid, play around, joke around, party, da da da. Because all your friends 16, 17 year olds are out partying while you're at home taking care of your kid, or you're asking your mother to take care of your kid. That's not you raising your kid. And a lot of teenagers rely on their parents to help them with the kid, and that's That should not be normalized. Okay, next thing I'm gonna say is Taco Bell is overhyped. Taco Bell is not even like real tacos. It don't even give me like real taco vibes. Like, next thing I'm gonna say, and it's always the guys that be saying stuff about this, or girls that are natural. Wigs and weaves, wearing wigs and weaves promotes hair growth. Just because you wear a wig and just because you wear a weave or whatever does not mean you're bald. So I'm gonna say that right now. A lot of people be like, oh, you don't need to wear wigs, you have good hair. It's always the natural girls that be like, I never needed a wig. Neither did I, baby, but I wanted one. First of all, wearing wigs makes your hair grow because your hair is in braids underneath and it's just growing. It's not being, this ice cream truck is not serious. I swear I'm gonna move. Anyways, your hair is not being touched, it's not being combed through, it's not being, you know, like there's no friction happening with your hair, there's no breakage. Your hair is just in braids underneath your wig, like your hair is being left alone. That promotes hair growth. So yeah, I just wanna end that. Like I was trying to say, yeah, wearing wigs should not be nothing negative. Like 9 times out of 10, people who wear wigs have long hair because they're not wearing their natural hair out. So just because somebody's wearing a wig doesn't mean they need it. I don't need to wear a wig. I want it. If you know me, my hair is, I'm not bald-headed. Black girls' hair, like our hair breaks off very easily. We don't want to bleach our hair, straighten our hair, all of this other stuff. We can just get a wig and have the same look. You're a hater. Let me wear my wig. Like, you're mad because you can't afford one? Okay. Next one is, there shouldn't be a negative connotation around partying. Like, I know a lot of people be like, oh my gosh, like all you do is party. Not me, but like in general, people be talking about other people like, all they do is party. What are you partying for? There's nothing to celebrate. First of all, 9 times out of 10, the people that's partying are young. Let them live their life. What does them partying have to do with you? Like, I just hate when people always commenting on what other people are doing when it has nothing to do with them. Why are you mad that somebody else is partying? Partying is a good thing. Like, if a person wants to party, let them party. They're a party person. They want to get lit. They like music. They like to dance. Next thing is, wearing designer does not mean you could dress. And I feel like I said this already, but people really need to understand that designer doesn't mean you could dress. Like, it doesn't. Being able to dress is how you pair things together and you mix and match, and the way you style stuff. That has nothing to do with designer. Last 2 things is giving tips at a restaurant or whatever you give tips for, hair, nails, makeup. It shouldn't be like, I have to give you a huge tip because you don't make a lot of money or whatever. Like, I shouldn't have to tip you so much money because you don't make enough. Like, do I tip the cashier at H&M when I'm checking out my clothes? No. So why should I have to tip you 10 times my bill at a restaurant? It's like the principle. It's not about the money. Like, I don't even care about the money. It's not about the money. I don't mind paying a tip, but it's the concept of why I have to pay the tip. Because a lot of people have the mentality like, oh, they don't make a lot, so you know, we should tip them. That has nothing to do with me. That has to do with the restaurant and the manager that's paying them. When I say I don't mind tipping, I don't at all. I really don't mind, because it's nice to tip somebody here and there. You know, like, as a person that's receiving a tip, it feels good, but I shouldn't have to because you don't make a lot. And I saw this post on Twitter. I don't even have Twitter, but somebody screenshot it on Twitter, and it said, customers should not have to pay extra to fill up waiters' empty pockets. It's the owner's job to pay them satisfactory wage. And I definitely agree with that, because it's not the customer's fault that you don't make a lot. So why should I have to tip you so much? You know what I mean? Like, it's not even about tipping. It's the concept of why I'm tipping you. Last thing. Now, I saw this and I was like, no, I have to put this in my video, because this one is just like, I'm gonna read y'all what it says and then I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about this. Okay, so it says, church is forced on kids, which drives a lot of them away from it as they grow more independent, because they look at it as a chore rather than a place you actually want to be. I agree with this to a certain extent. I always say to a certain extent, but okay, yes, church shouldn't be forced on you, and it shouldn't be like you have to follow this religion, but that doesn't make it okay for people to use that as an excuse as to why, like, I'm not religious, like, I don't care about church, because of the fact that it was introduced to you. You know, like, your excuse for not wanting to go to church or not wanting to be religious shouldn't be, oh, my mom always forced that on me and now I don't care. Like, that shouldn't be an excuse. I have so much to say about religion, because I'm religious. I read my Bible, I pray before every meal, not every meal, but like most of my meals, like, but I just feel like nobody forced that on me, but it was introduced in my life. Yes, people just don't like the idea of being religious, so they just turn it away. They don't like the idea of going to church, so they're just like, nah, I'm good. People just make up any excuse for any little thing, and it's just like, no, you don't want to go to church because that's not your thing and it's not cool and you just don't want to, not because it was forced or it was introduced to you as a kid. So that is the end of my unpopular opinion video part 2. I have a lot of unpopular opinions, as you guys can see. Like, the list is never ending. Like, yo, I feel like the way I think is just so different than other people. Like, I be scrolling on Instagram, like, people really think this? Like, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see a part 3, baby, comment down because I have a lot. Make sure you comment if you agree or disagree with any of my unpopular opinions because I want to know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.